Well, guys, I think this dark man is making a lot of sense when it comes to this Mohbad issue, okay? I know Nigerians want justice. And if you want justice, you have to look at every corner, every area to get justice. Now, the guy said we should investigate the wife because of an audio, let me say conversation that went on between Mohbad and the wife. It wasn't healthy, so we have to investigate the wife. And secondly, those 3 boys who declared Mohbad dead, he said what exactly happened to Mohbad before taking him to the hospital. Was he brutalized? Did he abuse any drug? We want to know. You can't just come out publicly to declare the person dead. And he said Mohbad had moved. So at that moment, Mohbad wasn't dead. And they are not a specialist or a doctor to declare the guy dead. You understand? So we have to investigate the people around Mohbad. Not to waste too much of your time, let's listen to what he said.
As of now, Mohbad's wife is now my #1 suspect for this whole thing. Now, here are my reasons. The first time I spoke about her and I said everybody is a suspect, 2 days later, they wrote on a popular blog that I was paid, and I am on Naira Marley's payroll, that I was paid to push the whole narrative and say that the wife and the family were the one that did this, that I want to put all the blame on them. I thought about it and I was like, wait. And then secondly, I noticed that some of these blogs, they were only posting consistently about Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Consistently, you understand? And even when other evidences came, where Mohbad was talking about his girlfriend, all of them refused to talk about that part. Do you understand? They refused to talk about that because as of now, just the way Mohbad made that video and he said, if anything happens to me, hold Naira Marley, there's still a voice note, do you understand, that still says that the girl is trying to off him. Do you understand? And Mohbad even said that if you and your family don't want to do this thing before, as I reach my side, when I go collect. Do you understand? There's a way the thing was going. I calculated it. And then when I continued talking about them, you understand? The girl's sister said, if I talk about them again, that they're going to knock me a 300 million naira lawsuit. Immediately I said, you know what, yeah? I need to know what's going on. Then I now went down to Tunde North's page, because it was on Tunde North's page that I saw that the girl was talking. You understand? Now, the day Mohbad died, barely 24 hours later, like even I think that same day, the wife made straight 8 posts on her story. Straight 8 posts on her story. There was no time to mourn. The thing did not take her by surprise. Do you understand? There was no surprise. So if the breadwinner, you just heard that your breadwinner bye, the first thing you would do was to pick up your phone and start telling the general public. It's a celebrity. The news was going to come to everybody. The blogs were going to hear it. Why were you the one rushing to go and talk? And now, she's not, the posts she was making, yeah, all the posts were not about him. The posts were about her. Do you understand? Everything included her. Now, her in a way where she was taking everything. She was not making her. She was trying so hard not to make herself a suspect so that nobody is going to talk about her. Now, let me read all those posts she made so that you people understand what I'm talking about. Bros, if they put me for this guy, I swear I'll catch. Yeah? Now, see, this is why I'm telling you that she's my #1 suspect. The first post, she said, somebody should help me. I can't do this alone. Now, this person did this thing and used 3 crying emoji. People that are seriously hurt forget emojis. I'll tell you for free, and I'm telling you, they forget emojis. Do you understand? Unless you are so strong, then you remember. But you see emojis, let's leave that one aside. Number 2, she posted another picture of their throwback, and she said, our love story was a different one. We fought really hard to be here. I don't wish this type of pain on anyone. Now, let's start by circling the word I, which is representing herself. Do you understand? Now, let me move to the next one. Now, see the next one. We had so many plans. 2 responsibilities have now become 1. Talking about herself again. You were my ride or die. Talking about herself again. I really tried my best. I really tried my best to make you stay. Now, all this post, yeah, all this post is trying to move. I don't know what she's trying to hide, but I will tell you for free that all her post of that day was about moving the old suspicions away from her place. I will continue. I'll continue. Then anybody who has a video investigation may come tell me say they lie. Now she writes, Liam doesn't deserve this. What do I tell him? He would only grow up to know his father through the internet and his pictures. He will alone Shanumi. I, mark the word I. Moving on, you made pregnancy so easy for me. You don't play no jokes when it comes to me, making it about herself again. Do you understand? And telling people how important she is to this boy, so that people will not even think about her. They will say, oh, this girl was Mohbad, right? This girl was the most important thing to Mohbad. Do you understand? Now, she went on saying, this is what you used to pay me back after 10 years of being with you. Now I'm trying to establish that they've been long for 10 years, so that people don't doubt anything about her. Like, there's no doubt she's trying to kill. Okay, when did these people start? What has been it? Now she puts 10 years. Do you understand? There was no need for that. She said, this is what you pay me back after 10 years. Ileri Olua Josh Anumi, we take an emoji again, and this is the part where she literally just shot herself on the foot. She said, I became a wife on this day. This nigger, calling the man that just died that you love a nigger, psycho nigger. This nigger is so intentional about me, trying to tell people how important again she is to her. Now, if you go back to all the messages I've posted before, it is all about telling people how important she is to him, and by diverting attention so that people don't come for her at all. Again, she said, it's so intentional about me. No one is perfect, but he always makes sure he makes sure I don't lack in every areas of life. Most artists don't do wedding, but he proved how much he got me. He proved how much he got me by doing hours. Now, you see what she did here, yeah? Most niggas don't do wedding. Now she's trying to tell people that I am legally married to him. Do you understand? It is a all these posts are selfish posts. Do you understand? It is a post that says, no. Look elsewhere. Do you understand? I have established myself. He loves me so much. I am the queen of the coast and everything. Now, moving on. She now says, this is the part where I don't like. You understand? Now me know waiting death don't do me with crying emoji. See, not one, not two, not three, almost 10 crying emoji on the row. Then she went on saying, no matter who I met, it can never be like the same. Person where just they go now. You don't think about who you want to go meet. She don't even think about the next step. No matter who I meet, it will never be like the same. Now, this is another part again. She said, this nigga struggled. Again, nigga. Person where just by where you love, nigga. This nigga struggled to death. Too many pains, threatening. He has always lived with fear. Continuous fights everywhere he goes to. He has never been happy for a whole day. He was called a junkie, a mad person, mental issues, so the public would have another view about him. He's dead, at least you all have won. You all made me a widow at 24. Then look at the one that she used to add to end it. Nothing makes him happy no more. Even after seeing his baby, he became more worried. He is now a family man. He doesn't want anything to happen to us. I was supposed to collect my baby's passport yesterday so we could process our traveling. He always says to me, Wumi, please go far for my baby's sake. I wouldn't want any harm to happen to you and him. It will break me. You just go, let me face them myself. Ileri Olua, rest in peace. You really need that peace. Then she can't do harm. Now, she did 6 posts about how the both of them loved each other. Do you understand? How Mohbad worship her, how Mohbad take care, how Mohbad did the best things for her, everything about her, right? Do you understand? Then she made 2 posts sending everything away by saying they took him away from me by doing this, by doing that. Bro, as of now, that girl is my #1 suspect. As of now, she is my #1 suspect. Coupled with the voice notes that Mohbad said that if you and your family don't do this thing before, now for my place, una go stop. And then he even went on saying that if you buy me, sure you go buy my family too. Do you understand? And then he even said, if you buy me finish, you go suffer. I'm not even talking about the chat where he said you F with. Where he said you F with who? Do you understand? Now, if you read from the top of the chart, you will understand what I'm trying to say. So as of now, I don't tell my #1 suspect. As of today, I took my time. I analyzed the whole thing. She's not my #1 suspect. Yes, they say Naramani don't pay me to move and go to family. And I understand why they said that. They said that because they don't want nobody to talk about it. I will talk about it. I will dig more deeper. Don't play. We will get justice.